Hello and welcome back to Eliza. So when we left off, we had just finished talking to both of our clients. As you can tell in the last video, I was not a big fan of one of our clients, but I'll leave that to the other video. So I believe we did not look around. Let's see what she has to say about our environment this time. So she really gave us permission to look at our messages. I feel like just a few years ago, even the idea of something like this would have been controversial. Well, yeah, like I said, surveillance. Big Brother 1984. But she was fine with it. She wanted it. I mean, there's some people who really don't care. Compare this to the water that was in the conference room at Skanda headquarters. Funny how there's an appropriate level of fanciness for everything. Oh, so we're saying this isn't as fancy? I'm sure Nora would have something to say about that. Nora wants to be there. Wait, no. Ray wants to be there. Nora. Okay, never mind. I got people mixed up. It's so gray out there. It is Seattle and it is cloudy. Okay, what is on our phone? Ooh, Eliza. Oh. Dear Evelyn, congratulations. You have been blah, blah, blah. How transparency mode works. Frequently asked questions. How do I know if I'm doing a good job at transparency mode? Carefully consider the material provided to you and sincerely answer the questions created by Eliza's model. Your input is valuable whether it agrees or disagrees with Eliza. Interesting. Oh, okay. Does Skanda have the rights to show me? Oh, so we're looking at it, not just Eliza. That's not good. I mean, I guess it's okay since it's us, but like, I don't know. Oh, we have a third client? Hello. Wait, that's version 0.8.2. Oh, this is transparency mode. Oh. Wait, I have to submit my own report? Oh, jeez, this is... Okay. Her emails. Oh, this is like Uber? Uh-oh. A $150 cleaning fee was added to this trip. Riders are responsible for incidents such as spillage of food or drink or So she got wasted and threw up, most likely. Ooh, spring showcase. Oh, and if winter comes, can spring be far behind? It's coldy and wintry now, but that can only mean one thing. Spring is surely on its way, and that means it is time to get ready for Spencer Spruce's Gallery annual spring showcase. Held in April, our spring showcase is famous for highlighting some of the best and most exciting up-and-coming artist talent in the Pungent? No, that's not pungent because there would be an N. I don't know. Sound region. Stay tuned for more information, including the artist lineup, venue, and more soon, very soon. We are so incredibly excited to bring these incredible artists to your attention. For now, visit our website to take a look at the showcase in years past, as well as interviews on what artists, curators, and fans have to say about this vital event. Okay. Oh, she's got a dating app. What's hot? You're hot. You have 11 new messages on PairUp. They love you. They really love you. That was so cringy. In the past 24 hours, you've seen 11 messages. Here's a sample. I saw you're an artist on your profile. Congratulations. I love artsy chicks. Tell me more. Hi there, what kind of art do you do? Mixed media. Some clay and plastic to make messed up looking from... Oh, okay. Yo. Correction. Yo. Okay. I guess we're gonna look at her app anyways. Oh, okay, so that was the Spencer Spruce Gallery. Now, what did they say? Thank you for your oh. So she got rejected. What is this? Saturation. Hi, Maya. I wanted to say thank you for taking the time. Your treatment was engaging and thoughtful. This was a very difficult... We will not be... Oh. Okay, that's another rejection. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to read saturation. That's another rejection. Oh. Okay, so this is about transparency mode. Oh, look, a coupon. what is it? Beacon Hill Press to bring readers the best national. We have published some of the in comics. Oh yeah, because she's like a comic artist. Okay. This is a ride share app. I don't think I need to look at it. Well, apparently she's puking in cars. What is Zip Chat? Okay, so she talks to Garrett and Jen. Oh, we gotta scroll all the way up. Oh! So she's sad. He's like, please stop. I hate it when you're like this. I'm just saying true things. Don't tell me to pretend everything's great. Nobody gives a crap. It's just a fact. I don't know how to help you when you're like this. I know, nobody can. Have you ever thought about getting therapy? I am in therapy. Okay, sorry. I'm in therapy. I'm on medication. I did some VR thing where I stood in a forest by a creek. How does any of this stuff make people care about my work? It doesn't change a freaking thing. Okay, look, I'm sorry you're going through a tough time. I freaking hate this. I'm sorry. You aren't helping. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to help you. Maya? Okay. Oh, we had this after that. Hold on. Oh, gotta go all the way up to Jen. Okay. Did you see the new Forsborough thing? Yeah, I think he kind of sucks. LMAO, he does. It was boring and self-absorbed. Didn't do much for me. Why is he a thing? Why does everyone love him? Right place at the right time, maybe? His friend runs that press. He's on a podcast with them. One thing he's good at is having this image of being a genius, so I think people just assume he is one. He is so mediocre, though. I don't really understand it. I sink now into this space of forever. Like, what kind of crap is that? Seriously? It's so bad. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Sorry. Oh, and he socializes and gets out a lot, I think. He's like at every party, at least that I've seen. He's always there chatting people up. Well, screw that. Why is the world this way? It's the world. I hate it. I remember being so glad to be over with high school. I didn't realize all adult life is just high school over and over again. Just stupid popularity contests against idiots. Ugh. I know, right? I'm sorry you aren't feeling well. Drink soon? I'll be fine. Yeah, definitely. Drinks always. Okay. Well, I don't want to look at her dating app. That's not there. What is this? Video. Is that for video? I don't understand how developers name apps. I mean, you developed Eliza. Let's get... This is uncomfortable already. I feel extra weird looking at her art. I just want to know what she makes, okay? I would say I would agree that she is not happy. I would agree that she is attempting to become well known, because if you look at her email, she's like, submitting her work. And I'm going to say that it is unsuccessful because she has been getting rejected. Oh. I don't know if I like learning this much about someone I don't know. It makes me feel tired for some reason. Oh, Erland. Hey, can I meet up with you again? Like for coffee, maybe? Something happened that I want to talk to you about. So it sounds like he doesn't want his phone being read. We're just going to say, sure. Okay, thanks. I'll meet you wherever. What happened? He's like, something at work. It's not a big deal, honestly. But I want your opinion on it. And I don't want to text about it. And I see nothing else, so I guess we're going to Le Coffee Shop.
Thanks for meeting up with me on kind of short notice.
Are the glass sounds in the game, or my cat's actually breaking something? I guess it's in the game, but that wouldn't be the first time my cat has broken a glass bowl. Thanks for meeting up with me on a kind of short notice.
I didn't mean to worry you, it's just something I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
It's fine. What happened?
Well, what happened was... Where should I start?
Just start.
First of all, Raynor wants Eliza to be more than something that's used just for therapy.
Okay, I think we've established this.
He sees it as more of a general system for talking to people, like a personal assistant.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've established this just by talking to Raynor, and I don't think Erlen is fully aware of this.
The counseling is just one of a whole range of apps he has in mind for the future.
Or was it Soren who told us this? We just know this. I'm just gonna say, well, I mean, they both say the same thing. I'm just gonna say, so I've heard.
I've heard.
Okay, so in service of developing these things, Rayner wants us to make copies of Eliza's core data and hand it off to multiple teams around the world.
Okay, these like bowl and glass sounds are like really messing with me right now because having two cats, you're always on alert when you hear those sounds.
Some of them not even Skanda teams. Contractors, vendors, random partners.
Okay. I still keep looking behind me.
Sounds like a big file to move around.
It is, but that's not the problem.
What is the problem?
What's the problem?
Exactly.
Well, so we're fine with sharing Eliza with whoever wants it?
But the data of the people?
Anyone just gets access to the corpus?
Sounds like a pretty typical process. That's how big companies work, isn't it?
I'm trying to figure out where the problem is. I think it's sharing people's personal information.
I know, but it just feels wrong to let all these teams poke and prod at it like it's a specimen for them to dissect.
Okay, so they're not getting any of the things that I'm thinking.
Who knows what they'll do with it?
Whatever they want.
Eliza is built from people's real thoughts and feelings.
I think he thinks we care more about Eliza than we do. I wouldn't say particularly that we treat Eliza like it's our child, quote unquote, you know? But I think he cares about it more than we do.
I wouldn't say it has humanity, but it was built from humanity. There's something there. So when Rayner talks about it like we'll just duplicate this data set and have the labs do whatever it is they're going to do, how do we know they'll treat it with the respect it deserves and not just pry it open? Slice it up into little pieces.
I mean, I don't necessarily see the problem with that. If the whole goal is to provide mental health awareness and stuff, that's good. Oh, those sounds.
It bothers me.
The sounds bother me.
I know, it's silly. I know it's just data. I shouldn't care about this stuff.
Erland.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be nice.
This is the first time I've heard a concern like this raised. I know where you're coming from, though. Sometimes you grow attached to the things you work on. Like, really attached.
Yeah, he is definitely attached, and I hate that sound, especially in a headset.
Yeah, I've put a lot of thought and work into Eliza since I inherited it.
Inherited. It's not a child. It's not a house. It's not property.
It's natural
I guess
that
it is property.
maybe I'm a little protective, right?
No, maybe.
I thought maybe you'd feel the same way.
Nope. I'm not gonna say I agree with him because I don't get that from her. But I'm not gonna say it's just a data set.
I left that all behind. It's turned into something I hardly recognize now.
That is true.
I just wish I knew what to do.
What choice do you have?
I mean, I don't know. Does he have a choice?
I'm not sure. This is the first time something like this has happened to me.
Is he the project manager? Was he a manager? Was he just what was he? Does he have power in his position? Those sounds.
I did take an ethics of engineering course in school, but the examples were all pretty clear-cut problems. Would you build software for a bomb? That kind of stuff.
I mean, that's kind of interesting that they have a class like that. I would just take it because of the concept.
I didn't expect my personal feelings to be mixed up in it too.
You love Eliza like it's your child.
Listen to me talk. Eliza being special, something worth protecting. I'd be a laughingstock if I started saying those things at the office.
Oh, so that's why we came here.
My coworkers would say, "Come on, Erlen, stop attributing human qualities to this piece of data. It's not the same thing as real people.
But you see it as a person.
It's just a corpus. That has nothing to do with the people that generated it."
Kind of reminds me of like some Ex Machina plot where he falls in love with the robot.
And besides, don't you want Eliza to help more people? This is how we get there. And who am I to argue with that? These are reasonable points.
But you still don't agree because of your personal feelings.
But I don't know. I think maybe something does live on. Even when you take the names out, even when you anonymize everything. People's stories are still inside there, in some form, in some way.
Like Damien.
I just want to make sure we have some respect for them.
Welcome to your first moral decision in tech, Erland.
Ooh, we got the fancy music going.
It certainly won't be your last.
It's not much of a decision. Like you said, I don't really have a choice.
Unfortunately.
I just have to go along with it.
Yup.
I was so amazingly lucky to get this opportunity. Running the whole Eliza program almost as soon as I graduated college.
Dude, you got a job out of college? Like, pat on the back for that. Like, honestly.
Rainer took a big chance on me. I can't just walk away from that. Besides, if I left because of something like this, I'd be giving up all the ways I can make a difference by staying.
And also, too, if you left, you wouldn't, yeah. Well, I don't know what he's saying by make a difference. Like, if he could add to Eliza or something like that. Because even if he left, you know, they're going to do whatever the heck they want with Eliza. If he's there or not, so.
Rainer isn't a bad person either. He's just pushing for his own goals.
Rainer wants money, because he's the big CEO.
I need to see this through. I'll do what he's asking me to do.
Good job.
Sorry. Thanks for listening to me talk in this confused way.
I swear, if I turn my head one more time.
I'm usually more together than this. I've probably kept you from something important.
I feel like he admires us as well because, you know, we worked on Eliza, so that's why he's been texting us a lot and really wants our opinion on things because I wouldn't say he idolizes us because I don't know if he knows too much about us.
No, it's okay. I'd already finished up work for the day when you texted. People seem to assume I'm busy, but I'm really not. Not these days.
I mean, we only do like 2 clients a day, apparently.
Later tonight I'm going to visit a friend, but that's all I have going on.
Ooh, which friend?
Okay. Well, sorry.
You can stop apologizing, too.
Does he apologize too much? Probably.
Right. Right. Thanks, Evelyn.
Oh, he was about to do it again.
Well, I for one should get back to the office. Another meeting.
Well, we're done for today, and we made $10. Wait, did we make it $10? I think we made $5. Crap.
Is it with the team in Romania?
No, the Boston office this time. It's late for them, so I should try to get it done quickly.
Oh, because there's like a 3-hour time difference, yeah. Erland hurries off to his next meeting. Should I get some more coffee? Oh, Ray. How'd your first transparency mode go? I was gonna ask you after you finished, but I didn't see you in the office. Oh, I had to duck out right after. Sorry. No problem. There weren't a lot of questions. I thought there'd be more. And we wait for the typing. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's always very terse. And the questions are really short. I thought maybe you could tell me why, haha. This feature came after my time, so I'm not sure. If I were to take a guess, Eliza only needs human confirmation to make sure it hasn't messed up. It's like it already knows the right answers, which would make it a rather advanced as a system. I don't know of any other program capable of something like that. Maybe Rainer is right. She's gonna be like, ooh, Rainer. About what? Oh, he's very upbeat, about Eliza's capacity to understand humans and act like them. I'm not sure I believe that, but I guess it's impressive in some ways. And typing, itch my nose. Yeah, it is. I feel lucky. Lucky that I get to be here and witness this revolution. And lucky I got to meet you too. I really enjoyed your company the other night. I'm going to say, you're right, baking is fun. Isn't it? Maybe you can come over again. Is she interested in us? I don't know. Or does she want to use us for Rainer? I don't know what's going on. And we get to look around the coffee shop. Okay. Barista. He asked for Erland's name and wrote Aaron. He should ask his customers to spell their names. Am I saying Erlin wrong? Is it Erlin? Erlin, and then it's like... That would be closer to Aaron. I could stand to wear something with a little color in it. That is a bright pink jacket. What does it say? I looked it up. Is it Comarib? The light flittering through the leaves. Something you can see when the sun is out. Those sounds. Okay. We're getting out of here. I can't do the sounds anymore. Time to head to Nora's place. Oh, we're going to Nora's. I find out what looks like one of Capitol Hill's older buildings. I wonder how much longer it'll be around. Lately, it feels like everything's being replaced. Is everything being... Oh.
Hey! Sorry about the mess.
It's okay. It's a little messy, but not in a careless way. Just scattered. Lots of electronics everywhere.
It's fine. Not like my place is super clean or anything.
I mean, we have like the box of art in the corner.
Is this all music equipment?
Is it? Oh, this is her living room.
Most of it. There are some controllers I was working on too. I wanted to create this real-time control apparatus. You know, like that thing that Imogen Heap uses?
No idea.
Who?
You don't know who that is? Okay, I'm totally going to show you some videos later.
Well, I'm not gonna see these videos, so that's not gonna help me.
I wanted my version to react to changes in my body temperature too, so it could get more excited as the set went on.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Or maybe it would really get going if I had a fever.
You probably shouldn't be performing if you have a fever.
Ah, I like that idea. Turning sickness into art.
That's probably a good idea until you actually do it.
Do you want anything to drink? Or I could set up a basic patch on the Euro rack for you to play around with.
Okay, sure.
Are you nervous?
I don't know why we would be.
I think the best way to learn music is just diving in, all the way.
Ooh, do we get to play with music?
If you're willing to experiment and play around, you will learn so much.
I want to play with music. Oh, I guess we don't get to.
Maybe later, yeah.
Okay. Well, sure. Let me see if this amp is still working. After the show, it went kind of a little strange.
Did you blow it out? Nora starts to tinker with some of the equipment.
Music technology is just like any other kind. You take the inputs and you translate them to the outputs.
I wasn't prepared for that fast speech.
Once you learn the basic principles, it all just flows from there.
Got it.
Oh, that gives me an idea. You could take metrics from Eliza's sessions and have them direct a dynamic music score.
I'm confused. What? We're not really... Do we have access to that?
Like if you took the head tilt value or the eye tracking and used them to drive the parameters of pitch and filter, it'd be like...
Do we have access to that? No response.
That doesn't sound like something a counseling client might want to hear.
Maybe not.
Oh, no, I didn't mean for the client to listen to.
Just for a concert?
I meant it more like if you were going to make like a performance art piece based on a person in counseling. You know what I mean?
So, like, if we want to write a song about our experience, like Taylor Swift. Got it.
I think I do.
Yeah, we're just gonna say I think I do.
I miss having access to those cameras and sensors. I should have kept some instead of returning them to Skanta like a good girl.
I mean, returning them is a good thing.
I bet those components would have enjoyed being liberated for the purpose of art.
Do they have feelings? Do electronics have feelings?
Instead of being used to degrade our humanity one little bit at a time.
Oof.
You don't like where things have gone?
I'm worried, Evelyn.
What are you worried about?
Sure, maybe this huge database of people's deep, dark secrets is going to be used 100% properly.
Oh, it's absolutely not.
Maybe it will always be kept completely safe, and we can completely trust Skanda to do the right thing, now and in the future.
I hear sarcasm.
10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now.
Oh, this is a huge problem. I know.
Sorry, I know you still might work there. I just have so little confidence in these big tech companies right now.
Oh no, I do not blame you one bit.
They act like they have all the answers, instead of listening to people's concerns.
I agree.
And if you ask them why they aren't listening, they can't even explain the reasoning in a clear way. They just want to win. You've been a proxy for a while. I bet you've already seen some privacy mistakes.
I mean, there's freaking transparency mode. Like, I'm reading these people's messages.
Or at least some things that made you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
I knew it. A guy like Raynor doesn't get that he might not be allowed to do certain things.
I mean, we did get permission.
Is that really the future you want to help build?
Not particularly.
It's not even that I don't trust Raynor, even though I don't.
It's what?
I wouldn't trust anyone with a store of data like that.
That's true.
It wouldn't be so difficult for employers, government, anyone to combine different sources together and eventually learn everything about you.
Well, yeah, that's like if you go into, like, for example, if we did, like, nationwide DNA testing in the United States, what's to say that, like, health insurance companies can't get access to that DNA, you know, like the movie Gattaca, like, oh, this person is susceptible to this particular disease. Well, then when you get said disease, insurance is like, well, since you were susceptible to it, we're gonna, like, charge you more. Or there's gonna be, like, some companies that will refuse to cover you because you're gonna have some expensive disease. You know, it's just stuff like that.
Everything.
Yep.
They'll know your face, your body, your medical history, and now everything you told the counselor in private too.
Yep.
It's kind of like a nightmare to imagine it.
It's like 1984, it's like Big Brother, you know, it's like all that stuff.
That's why I left. That's why I thought it was important for me to stop making a contribution to something like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna say we doubt that too.
Yeah, I have those doubts too.
If I still worked for Raynor and I said these things, I'd be called a troublemaker, and he'd find a way to get rid of me.
I feel like it would make people think.
You know how it works.
Well, they
Evelyn.
probably already know about it.
You have to be a true believer to last long at a place like that.
True.
Once you develop doubts, you are committing heresies.
True.
Are you a true believer?
No. I would say... I'm gonna say
No,
that...
but I could pretend to be. He said something strange recently. He thinks Eliza could be the base for some kind of general artificial intelligence.
No. Strong AI? Really?
So she knows too.
Ugh, there's something about the books these guys read, the conferences they go to. Everything is so totalizing, so utopian. I think it messes with their brains. I don't think you could spend longer than a few days in a tech company executive suite before you completely lose touch with the real world.
Well, we know how she feels about Raynor and everything. She's, you know, against it all. So I'm not surprised she's saying this.
What if it's true, though?
So what? What if it is? Say Raynor is right, huh? And Eliza becomes the basis for human-like machine intelligence. What does that mean for you? How do you want to take responsibility for that?
What does that mean in general? Like, I get it. It's gonna be AI. It's gonna be an like human-like artificial intelligence. But what's gonna happen with it?
Okay, I need a drink now. Hold your thought and let me make drinks.
Okay,
You like absinthe, don't you?
it's okay.
I think I do. Maybe.
You'll like this. I promise.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Oh, she's humming. Nora. Oh, there's that cat. Nora busies herself in the kitchen area, making drinks, humming some kind of tune. And we get to look around. I'm looking at the cat. Oh, kitty. That's it. Really? Okay. That's the one she said was a modular. I suppose they call them modulars because they're made out of modules. Modular. Doesn't feel like I'm making much progress here. And then we have a laptop. I wonder how you're supposed to know which sounds go together. Seems both complicated and weirdly arbitrary. I mean, I don't think Nora over here is taking music theory. I think you just kind of go with the flow. Oh, Erland. Thanks again with meeting with me earlier. Sorry for being weird. Remember, you don't need to apologize. Right. What do you think about Raynor's future goals for Eliza? Like, when he says if we gather enough data, it become general intelligence. I think we'll be able to fool people at least. I'm not sure how you measure that for real, though. I don't know. I'm supposedly a subject matter expert in this stuff. AI was my concentration in school, so I know the current state of AI is way behind where the public thinks we are. But when I listen to Raynor, I start to think what he thinks says might be possible. It feels like reality can wrap around him. Who's to say maybe I don't have enough imagination to see it like he can? Eliza has extremely detailed data from thousands of clients. Speech, facial movements, expressions, people's description of what life is like for them. I don't think a corpus like this has ever existed before in human history, and we keep adding to it, and it keeps getting better. So in the future, maybe Eliza can simulate a human being at a general level. But when programs he's talking a lot. But when programs indistinguishable from real people are common, how do you even define what's real anymore? You might never be sure a message came from a real human being again. I can't stop thinking about this. What if it comes true? What if Eliza becomes a sentient being? I'm going to say, who knows what's possible in the future. It's not clear what you mean by those terms, though. How do you know that you yourself are sentient? Haha, I don't know. That's a good question now that I think about it. I could say that I feel conscious if I knew what that meant. But what's to prevent me from saying I feel conscious, even if... I feel like I'm saying that weird. Even if I'm only providing responses I think you want to hear. What if my own consciousness is an illusion I experience? I had not considered this, haha. Wow, this is blowing my mind a little. Sorry. I'm gonna say, no, it's fine. What an odd notion. Thanks for not minding chatting about this. I don't mind. You sure you don't have any technical questions, though? This is more fun, haha. But you're right, I might be getting a little ahead of myself. Sorry for texting so much, Erlen. Yeah, right, oops. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. I think that's it. And Nora's gonna come back with some drinks.
Hey, who's that texting you so much?
Uh-oh.
Has Evelyn found a special friend?
No.
No, it's not like that.
He's too young for me.
Ah, too bad.
It's this guy named Erland. I guess he's the new head of engineering for Eliza.
Huh, I never
He's
heard
head
of
of
him.
engineering.
He must have started recently?
He's like
Yeah,
fresh out of
less
college.
than a year ago, right out of school.
Oh, wow. A little baby engineer. How cute.
Ever since I met him, he's been messaging me a lot.
He likes you.
My goodness, so he likes you.
Yup.
I don't think it's like that.
No? Isn't that the textbook case of liking someone? Lots of messages all the time?
I think he just admires us for our work.
It's really more like he needs some kind of mentor figure.
Yeah.
He reminds me of how we were when we graduated. Unsure what to think about the decisions these companies make, how they're made.
I hope you're telling him to run away while he still can.
Oof. Nora's just so anti-Skanda now.
When he first introduced himself, he said he had questions for me about Eliza, so I said, sure, feel free to ask.
And then he's asked a lot of questions besides that.
I thought he meant, like, technical or architectural questions.
But they're more philosophical.
Instead, he wanted to talk more generally about things like, what was the code name for Eliza during development? What was Damien like? Or if I think the same way Raynor does about Eliza's future.
And you told him no, Raynor is clearly in some bizarro world, right? That it's a tech executive's utopian fantasy and it won't come to pass. At least not in the way he thinks.
I tried to encourage him to think for himself.
Ah, Evelyn. I could see what this is really about.
What is this really about?
Look, I don't know much about the motivation in your life, but if it's truly your desire to continue to improve Eliza, then you should go for it.
But we're not really working on Eliza. We're just, I would say, studying it? I don't know.
Go back to Skanda headquarters and work for Raynor and earn a big salary. At least you know what you're getting into.
But I don't think that's what we want.
You would be surrounded by smart people and advanced technology. It would be nice. I understand it. And while you're in that position, maybe you could develop some kind of next level AI.
That's not what we want to do.
Who knows, right? It's only that I can't imagine your technology will only be used for good things. Maybe Raynor promises that it will be. But do you trust him? What about the person who comes after him?
I mean, I don't have a lot of trust for that in general.
What if the company merges with another one and the leadership changes?
Oh, Nora. These are such good points, honestly, but I don't think we want to do that.
I wish I didn't sound so negative about this, but lately it's been a soul-searching time for me and my friends in tech. We have a lot of conversations about what we can do when our work is so easily used for morally questionable purposes.
Yeah.
Do we try to control how our inventions are applied? Is that even possible?
I don't think you really can.
Or do we say, we only invented it, we didn't tell you how to use it, it's not our fault?
I mean, I think when you make an invention and then you make it publicly available, you lose kind of like control of how it's used.
That's why I envy you a little bit for wandering off like you did. Sometimes I think that's the only real solution, to walk away. I know that wasn't exactly a positive thing for you, Evelyn, but I wonder if it's the better choice in the end. Doing nothing at all.
I mean, we're back, so...
Technically, I worked at a bookstore for part of the time. That's mostly it, though. It's weird. It feels like no time at all.
I mean, was it years? I don't remember exactly how long the break was.
I can hardly remember any of it.
For me, it's hard to imagine. I always have to be working and busy.
I mean, that's just how some people are.
I get so unhappy and restless if I'm not doing something all the time.
Yeah, I get that.
What is it like to do nothing?
Well, at first I tried to be productive. I would get up in the morning like I meant to go to work, get dressed, try to do a personal project or something. It didn't last for long.
She became depressed? Oh.
I told myself I just needed to take it easy for a while and unwind. Things at Skanda had been so intense and so emotional, I didn't even realize it.
Interesting. Are we back home or is this like a flashback? I think it's just a flashback.
I felt like I'd been crumpled up into a tight little ball. I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to relax again. I wish I could say I took advantage of the time, that I went out and did things, or that I read a lot of books or something.
But she didn't.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
I started to sleep in, and I started to care less and less about working on projects.
So depression.
I would stay in bed even though I was awake. This blankness would come over me, and it just seemed fine to do nothing. All of the things I'd promised I'd do fell away, and other people kind of fell away too.
I see. And now we're gonna be back in Nora's. No, we're not.
I stopped keeping in touch. I let conversations die.
Dude, there's actually animation. It's not just a flat picture.
I thought that my technical contributions to the world were over with, and that maybe I'd just work that bookstore job for the rest of my life.
But why did we come back?
I was by myself, and I thought that was all right. I thought, that's how it is, really. Everyone's alone. I'm just being honest about it.
That's a really pretty skyline, though. I do like this. Like, this would be a nice little background.
I was 31 when I left Soren's group. Now I'm 34.
So it was 3 years.
I just slept into my mid-30s.
Dang.
So now here I am.
If you think about it, if she joined fresh out of college and she quit when she was 31, dang. Nora reaches out and puts her hand on top of mine.
Evelyn, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for not saying something this whole time.
Oh.
I should have contacted you.
It's all right. You had to live your own life, right?
Well, didn't she left before we did, so I don't know what happened in between that time anyways.
You notice someone isn't posting and it's just like, maybe they're taking a break.
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, I hope you feel better now. I suppose that sometimes it takes a while.
Maybe. I don't know what to think anymore.
I don't know what to tell you to think.
I'm not even sure I know how to think anymore.
You have a person controlling you. I am what you think now.
Then forget it for now. Hey, Evelyn.
Drink.
Yeah?
Drink.
You wanna get super high and watch cyber goth music videos?
That was not what I was thinking.
You heard me.
I'll take you up on the second, but not the first.
Well, they kind of go together, you know.
I would prefer not to get high. Nora and I ended up having a few more drinks and reminiscing about times at the old Skanda office where we worked. Turns out we can only really bond over those shared experiences. I got home at a reasonable time, but I couldn't sleep that night. Questions without answers kept running through my mind. What am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to be? And I think we're about to be in chapter... Yep, there it is, chapter 5. Okay. Oh, and we're back at the office. Okay. So I am ending this video right here. I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and I hope to see y'all next time.